Imagine this digital system, right? It's built for perfect efficiency, meant to make life easier.
A seamless gateway?
Exactly. You upload your stuff, apply for what you need, and it just works.
That's the goal, anyway.
But what happens when that system, that logical pathway, runs smack into, well, total absurdity?
Yeah, when logic meets pure mischief.
Precisely. What happens when our digital shortcuts are met with something utterly bizarre?
That's a fascinating question.
And it's exactly the strange and honestly pretty funny situation we're diving into today.
Right, focusing on these events in Bihar, India.
Yeah, where digital governance is being tested by some, let's say, very creative people.
Mischievous is one word for it.
Our mission here is to unpack these weird incidents. How are they even happening?
And what do they tell us, about digital systems, not just in India, but everywhere?
It's like a real-world stress test, and the results are definitely eye-opening.
Absolutely. So where do we start?
Let's jump straight into maybe the most astonishing one. This came to light recently, August 1st, 2025, from Jahanabad district in Bihar.
Okay, I think I know the one you mean.
Picture it. An official gets an income certificate application, standard procedure. They open it up, ready to process, and the applicant's name. It's listed as Samsung.
Right. Not exactly a common name.
Not at all. And the parents, get this, iPhone and smartphone.
You can't make this stuff up.
Seriously. And to top it off, the residence address given was Gutta.
Which means pit.
A pit.
Yeah.
The sheer nerve, the kind of dark humor in it, and the fact it got all the way to the Madonganj block office, it's just, wow.
It really is mind-boggling. And the official's reaction was swift, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah?
Circle Officer Mohammed Asif Hussain confirmed it was a prank, obviously.
Obviously.
Rejected it immediately and said, look, we're pursuing strict legal action.
As you'd expect.
And while, yes, it's funny on the surface, it does point to something deeper, doesn't it? A systemic issue.
Exactly. It's not just a random joke. It's a symptom.
A symptom of a bigger challenge for these digital platforms.
And you hit the nail on the head there. It's not just a one-off. Samsung wasn't alone.
Ah, so there's a pattern emerging.
Definitely a pattern. These incidents reveal quite a bit about the weak spots in our digital setups.
Okay, let's unpack this pattern then. What else happened?
Well, take East Champaran, similar situation, different details. A residence certificate application.
Right.
This time for Sonalika Tractor.
A tractor. Seriously.
Tractor. Parents listed as Swaraj Tractor and Car Devi.
Okay, the creativity is something else.
And wait, gets weirder. The photo attached. A famous Bhojpuri actress, Mona Lisa.
Wow. Okay, that's definitely crossing a line.
The police thought so too. An FIR was lodged immediately at the Katwa police station.
Understandable. That moves beyond just a simple prank.
And it doesn't stop there. Over in Nawada.
Another one?
Another one. A resident certificate was almost issued for Dogesh Babu.
Dogesh Babu, let me guess.
Yep. Complete with a dog's photo on the application.
Oh, come on. How did that get so far?
Right. The district magistrate, Ravi Prakash, launched a full investigation into the misuse of the RTPS portal.
RTPS. That's the key here, isn't it?
It seems to be the common link.
It is. All these cases, Samsung, Sonalika Tractor, Dogesh Babu, they all revolve around this right to public service portal.
Tell us a bit more about that portal. What's it supposed to do?
Well, the RTPS portal is a big part of Bihar's e-district mission mode project. It's designed to make things easier for citizens.
Like getting essential documents.
Exactly. Income certificates, caste certificates, residence certificates, stuff people really need. The idea to put it online, make it accessible.
To cut down on, say, corruption and delays.
Precisely. Enhance transparency, simplify the whole process. You register, apply, track status, even download the certificate online. It's meant for efficiency.
But clearly there are some vulnerabilities.
Glaring ones, it seems. And these pranksters are, well, pretty good at finding them. It highlights issues that aren't just specific to Bihar, really.
So what are the main weaknesses they're exploiting?
Okay, first big one. A lack of initial verification. A serious lack.
Meaning?
When you submit that application online, there's no immediate check against a solid database, like Aadhaar, India's biometric ID system.
Ah, so a name like Samsung just sails through that first step.
It seems so. No red flags are raised right away. That's a fundamental challenge when you roll out digital systems, quickly getting that initial identity check right.
Okay, lack of initial verification. What else?
Second, there's this heavy reliance on self-declaration.
The system just trusts what you type in.
Essentially, yes. It trusts the applicant-provided data, which, as we're seeing, is super easy to exploit if someone's looking to cause trouble.
That seems like a design choice that needs rethinking.
It needs strong counterbalances, definitely. Then you have what look like technical gaps,
Loopholes in the code, maybe?
possibly. Ways for these really suspicious submissions to get through without setting off alarms. Maybe the validation rules aren't strict enough.
And finally.
Finally, and this is crucial, human error.
People processing these things.
Right. The investigations, like in East Champaran looking into data entry operators, they suggest that sometimes the humans in the loop just don't catch these weird applications.
So even with tech, the human element is still a potential weak point.
It always is. It's a reminder that technology and human processes have to work together perfectly.
So, okay, we can laugh at a smartphone applying for benefits, but what are the real-world consequences here, beyond just being funny?
Well, the implications are pretty serious when you look closer.
First off, I imagine it wastes a ton of time and resources, right?
Absolutely. Resource waste is huge. Every single prank application chews up valuable official time and effort.
From submission to investigation to rejection.
Exactly. Time and money that should be going towards legitimate applications from actual citizens. It's like these pranksters are doing a very inefficient, unsolicited audit.
Yeah, at public expense. What about trust?
That's the second big issue. Trust erosion.
How so?
If people start thinking the government documents are easy to fake, or if they become a running joke.
Public confidence just plummets.
Precisely. And that affects everything. Access to government schemes, jobs, services, all rely on trusting these certificates.
And the scary part must be the potential for actual crime.
That's the most concerning point, really. The potential for genuine misuse.
So beyond pranks, someone could use these weaknesses for real fraud.
Easily. Identity theft, accessing benefits they aren't entitled to. It could go way beyond mischief. The line between a joke and a serious security breach is very thin here.
It sounds like it. And legally, these aren't just jokes, are they?
Not at all. They are illegal acts.
What laws apply here?
Well, under the Indian Penal Code, Section 465 deals with forgery, creating false documents with intent to cause harm or damage.
Okay, so making up fake names and details counts as forgery.
Yes. And since this is all happening online.
There must be cybercrime laws, too.
Correct. Section 66 of the Information Technology Act, the IT Act, that covers computer-related offenses, including cheating by personation, pretending to be someone else online.
So the legal framework is there. Authorities are right to treat it seriously.
Absolutely. There are real consequences, or at least there should be.
Which raises the question, why Bihar? Why does it seem particularly prone to this kind of thing right now? Is it just bad luck?
It's likely a combination of factors. Bihar has a very large rural population.
True.
And naturally, digital literacy isn't uniform across the state. It varies quite a bit.
So lots of people learning new systems.
Exactly. Combine that with a really ambitious push for digital governance, which is great, aiming for modernization.
But maybe too fast. Or without enough checks.
Well, it leads to what you might call teething problems. Rolling out complex online systems quickly, with users who have different levels of tech savviness. It kind of creates openings.
Openings for confusion and for deliberate exploitation.
Right, and then there's social media.
The amplification effect.
Exactly. A case like Samsung goes viral, people share it, laugh about it.
And it maybe gives other people ideas.
It could inadvertently encourage copycats, which really underlines the need for public awareness. Not just, here's how to use the portal, but also, here are the serious consequences if you misuse it.
It definitely sounds like a mix of factors. Ambitious rollout, varying digital skills, and the viral nature of online absurdity.
A perfect storm in a way.
So, connecting this back to the bigger picture, what are the authorities actually doing about it, and what more could be done? Not just in Bihar, but for any similar system.
Well, the authorities are definitely reacting. We saw the cyber police complaint in Jahanabad.
Right.
The district magistrate in East Champaran, Saurabh Jorwal, is investigating the data entry operators. Possible disciplinary action there.
Okay.
And in Nawada, DM Ravi Prakash ordered that full probe into the RTPS portal itself.
So they're taking it seriously, investigating, trying to hold people accountable.
Yes, it shows they're committed to tackling it and sending a message that this isn't acceptable.
But looking forward, what about prevention? How do you stop this from happening again?
That's the million-dollar question. There are several key steps, really, applicable anywhere. First, enhanced verification is non-negotiable.
Back to that initial check problem.
Exactly. Systems like RTPS need to be integrated with reliable databases. Aadhaar, Maybe voter lists for real-time checks right at the point of application.
To catch Samsung before it even gets into the queue.
Precisely. Second, think about using AI and machine learning.
How would that help?
AI tools are great at spotting anomalies, patterns that don't fit. A brand name is a person's name. An address like Pitt. AI could flag those automatically.
Like a smart filter.
A constantly learning smart filter. Third, more training and awareness.
For both officials and the public.
Both. Train the data entry staff better to spot red flags and run public campaigns about the legal trouble you can get into for pulling these stunts.
Makes sense. Anything else?
Regular system audits. Consistent security checks to find and fix vulnerabilities before the pranksters, or worse, criminals, find them.
It sounds like a multi-layered approach is needed. Tech fixes, human training, public awareness.
It has to be. But it's also crucial to remember the upside here.
Despite these problems, the RTPS portal is still valuable.
Immensely valuable. Think about it. It saves people trips to government offices, saves time, saves money. Getting certificates in 7 to 15 days online, that's huge.
Especially for people in rural areas.
Absolutely. Remote access is vital. So the goal isn't to scrap these systems, but to make them better, more secure.
Balancing accessibility with security.
Exactly. If they can nail that, focusing on robust security alongside user-friendliness, states like Bihar could actually become models for effective digital governance. Efficient, but not exploitable.
So wrapping this up then, these truly bizarre incidents from Bihar, they're quite the case study, aren't they?
They really are. Hilarious in some ways, but deeply complex.
A real insight into the messy reality of digital transformation. Even the best plans meet human creativity, mischief.
A bit of both, I suspect. It reminds me of the early wild days of the internet, but applied to critical government functions.
Yeah, and that brings us to the core lesson, maybe.
I think so. Resilience. Well, we've had a chuckle. These events really underscore the need for digital systems to be robust.
Built not just for sunny day scenarios, but to handle, well, absurdity.
Exactly. To withstand human ingenuity, both good and bad. That's key for maintaining public trust and actually delivering services effectively.
Which leaves us and you listening with a final thought to chew on. As these digital systems weave deeper into our lives, what's our responsibility as users, as citizens, in keeping them honest?
That's a big question.
And how do we strike that balance, keeping services accessible for everyone while making them secure enough to stop?
Well, Dogesh Babu from getting a residency permit, it's a fine line, isn't it?